you guys, it's your girl Jessica, and today we're going to be talking about journaling and goal setting. I am a true believer of journaling and manifestations and goal setting. So I'm going to be showing you some strategies on how I've been journaling lately and how it's been working for me. So stay tuned. Let's get into it. So first things first, I'm going to first share that I use 3 journals. I use these journals for 3 different reasons, obviously, but I'm going to explain why. And the very first thing that I do want to mention is, to me, I used to be into the whole fab where it's like, oh, I want a pretty journal, I want pretty pens, I want highlighters and all that stuff to write in my journal. But now I don't even see the true importance of that. So it's totally up to you. If you find that you need a journal that is pretty on the outside and has whatever you need to work with, that's totally fine. If it helps, it helps. I do believe that sometimes it does help. For example, I have journals that have like positive affirmations on there, which help me as well. So it's good. I believe that it's part of the manifestation as well. So feel free to pick up journals that are pretty on the outside or are personalized for you. If you feel like you want something that has a positive quotation or affirmation for you, do it. This one, for example, says live deeply rooted in God's love. And then this one also says be creative, do what you love, laugh out loud, think freely, envision greatness, seize every opportunity, don't wait for tomorrow, today is the day. So this stuff is really good. So it does help. So if you find that it helps, if not, you can always go for a regular notebook. They both, for me, they work fine. Journal number 1 for me is going to be my journal in which I conversate with God. In this journal, I use this daily. What I do is every morning before getting on social media, before checking text messages, emails, any notifications, I ultimately talk to God first. My day is not complete. My day does not go well. My day does not go well if I don't speak to God first and read the word first. And this has been true time and time again. I find this to be so true for me. So what I do is, the very first thing, I read a daily devotional, which is on the Bible app. So I read a daily devotional, and from there I go into reading the actual Bible. Right now I'm currently reading Psalms, and I'm reading 1 Corinthians. So I read a chapter of Psalms every day. And then I also read a chapter in 1 Corinthians. And then from 1 Corinthians, I want to go down until I get to Revelation. So that's just been my strategy each day. And then from there, after I read the Bible, I will take whatever verse or scripture or chapter resonates for me at the moment that I'm going in, whatever issue that I'm facing. I take that verse, I write it down in this journal, and then I interpret it into my way. I interpret it, and then I talk to God and just write out any concerns, any requests. I thank him, of course, for waking me up. I thank him for all of the blessings that he's bestowed upon me. But I am not fearful of asking God for whatever I need. The Bible says to ask and you shall receive. So that's what I do. Like, I'm not fearful of asking for anything in this Bible. In this journal. So I do write down my time with God. Like, this is my time with God. And after I do this, I do pray and I meditate. But lately, that's my dog. Sorry about that. But lately, meditating and praying has truly, truly been helpful for me. So if you guys want another video on how I meditate or pray or read the Bible, just let me know and I'll be sure to do that. So that's journal number 1. Journal number 2 is going to be my goal journal. These are where I actually write all of my goals out. I write down, hey. Not while I'm recording, please. Journal number 2 is going to be my goals journal. So in this journal, I write down all of the goals that I see for myself, all of the ventures, all of the new thoughts that I have and ideas that I have in this journal. And then I also write down any processes or procedures that I feel that I need to accomplish it. What is it? Research that I do, any research or any quotes that I hear, I write them down in here. So that's been helping me as well. So I write down my quotes, I write down my goals, I write down how to accomplish them. And I also say a quick prayer like, Lord, if you see this being a venture or being a part of my journey that you see for me, allow it to come true. Allow me to get confirmation or get signs from you as to how to go about in doing it. So this helps. Writing it down, getting it out into the atmosphere, it truly helps. It does. It really has, because I am a witness and a complete testimony of it. All right, so journal number 3, which truly is not a journal, as you can see, it's more so a notebook. But journal number 3, what I do with this is my daily task and to-do list. So what I do with this, my strategy for this, I write down what it is exactly that I'm feeling today. How am I feeling? What feelings do I have? So that way I can always go back and look, okay, like this day you felt this way, but whether or not you completed your goals or didn't, whatever it is. So I do write down how I'm feeling in this journal, and then from there I write down my to-do list. And I keep this on me every day. I keep this in my bag. I keep this when I'm on the go, because I want to be able to check off what I do. Also, I actually just started this journal, and that's the only reason why this journal is actually a notebook, was because I needed a fresh journal to actually write things down versus using my notes in my iPhone. I used to write down notes in my iPhone, which I kind of still do, like, just because it's more convenient. Like, if you're out on the road, you can check off what you've done or what you need to do. Sometimes you may forget your journal or forget your notebook, so it's kind of good to have it on your phone as well. But I do actually like to have it written down, because we're so technical these days. We're so much into technology. We no longer write things. We no longer read things. We're just using Audible books. We're not really reading books. We're not really writing. So I want to get back into actually writing physically. So that's why I have this notebook and not an actual journal, because I just picked this up and needed a fresh book to use. So what I do with this is I write down all of my to-do and task lists for the day, and then I also compartmentalize them based on the subject that they are. For example, self-development, personal, work related, anything that is in its own category, I would then write them down and just know that I have a separate time to do those things. Lately, I've been listening to podcasts, and those I consider to be self-development, because I only listen to those that have only listened lately to things or watch things that are going to benefit me in some way. It's not just for entertainment. So for me, I'll have my time where I will listen to podcasts or audibles, like while I'm either driving or while I'm cleaning up or whatever else I'm doing in between. I can use those as my self-development time. Lately, I've been listening to this podcast by Case Kenny, which is so good. I believe he posts every Monday and Wednesday, so it's twice a week, which is amazing. But the name of the podcast is called New Mindset Who Dis, and that I've been listening to that since, I believe, July. That has truly been giving me so much, like, inspiration, so much knowledge, just to crush these goals in life. Like, it's very helpful. So if you guys want to check that out, I know it's on the Apple Podcast. I'm sure he has it on Spotify or somewhere else, but his name again is Case Kenny, and the name of the podcast is called New Mindset Who Dis. So good. So check it out. Yeah, so that would be part of self-development. And then I would have whatever work things that I have to take care of, tasks and all of that I have to take care of. That's what I'll do as well. So yeah, that pretty much sums it all up. I'm just a true believer in these. This is all day with them. All day. Gucci and Zara. This is all day. But anyway, I'm a true believer in manifesting, a true believer in writing out your goals. Time and time again, year after year, it's completely helped me, because you have to know where you're going. You have to know what to do. You have to have those things written out. There's some people who are skilled to have everything just stuck in their brain. I'm not. I personally am not. I can't even remember what I did yesterday half of the time, much less having to remember goals and to know how to get them. I feel like you have to write these things out in order to get to the next stages in the goal setting and in completing your goal. I love challenges. I'm a person who loves to accomplish my goals, and in order for me to accomplish them, I have to have them written out. So that's what works for me. All right, guys, so to quickly summarize, basically what I'm saying is it's important to journal. It's important to write down your goals and your plans for your life. You have to have a plan if you want to succeed in life. So my strategy for doing that is journaling, and I personally use 3 journals. One is for talking and conversating with God and asking for things with Him. The second is for setting out all of my goals in life, where I see myself, what I want to be, all of my aspirations in life. The third is for a daily task and to-do list. And it's up to your discretion how you'd like to use my tips. You don't have to have 3 complete journals. You can put them all of those ideas into one, or you can just do how you feel. But that's my strategy right now. Another thing that's been helping me is meditating. Lately I have used meditation as my quiet time, my alone, complete time with just myself. Of course, when we think about alone time, we think that that's our quiet time, but it's not, because a lot of the times we're either listening to music, watching TV, or doing something distracting, when you actually need to have your mind and your soul quiet and still in order to have that quiet time and to be able to just solely think. So I've been doing that lately. I started out with 5 minutes. I'm on to 7 minutes now a day. And I completely love it. And it has been helping me. It truly has been helping me to self-reflect and to do the work on my part, because you have to do work on your part if you want to live a purposeful and meaningful life. You have to do the work. It's not just going to fly out of the sky. What you want to do in life is not going to fly out of the sky, and just all of these things that you ask for, it's not going to always just happen that way. So you have to do the work in order to get there. You have to do self-reflection. You have to do self-development. You have to do time with self. So that's been helping for me. So just stay positive. Just stay positive, and that's what I want to leave you with. Staying positive and just knowing that better is coming, knowing that what you want is coming, what you manifest into this world, what you put out in this atmosphere is coming to you. A lot of the times I personally myself get discouraged because I'm not exactly where I want to be. But as human beings, I have to realize that we're never going to be satisfied where we are. We're always going to want the next. So just enjoy the time that you're in, and just know that what's for you is for you. And you'll have better. You'll have those good days. You'll have great days. So yeah, I hope this helped you. I do want to hear from you guys. So if you guys journal, or if you guys have any strategies on how you journal or what you journal, I want to hear. Share with me. So comment down below and let me know how you journal, if you journal, and if you don't journal, if you don't see a point in journaling. I'd like to know. But until then, we'll talk with you later. Gucci and Zara, this is them. This is what they do all day. So yeah, guys, we'll talk with you later.